And with a historic vote, President Trump is the third president in U.S. history to be impeached.
Article 1 is adopted.
The House approved the first article of impeachment just 2 hours ago. And then moments later, representatives voted to approve Article 2. Now, President Trump joins Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton as the third president to be impeached.
And we brought you the debate from the House floor live all day today. Now, KSNT News reporter Hannah Brandt is live in our newsroom to tell you how your Kansas representatives voted. Hannah.
Yeah, Jay Smalley, tonight the House passed 2 articles of impeachment pretty much along party lines, and that's exactly how all lawmakers voted as well. All 3 of our Republican Congress members voted against it, while our only Democratic Congress member voted for it. The vote came after more than 6 hours of debate on the House floor. The impeachment investigation all centers around whether Trump asked for an investigation into his political rival in exchange for military aid. Well, tonight the House approved 2 articles of impeachment, one for abuse of power and one for obstruction of Congress. Congressman Steve Watkins voiced his disapproval of the entire process.
This was always about politics because they loathe the president, because he didn't play by their Beltway rules. I should have known. But the fact is, Kansas is better, the U.S. is better, and the world is better because of Donald Trump.
Kansas Congressman Marshall Estes also voted against impeachment. Democratic Congresswoman Sharice Davids was the only one to vote for impeachment, saying in part, "This is a somber moment in our nation's history, but we must continue to make progress on issues impacting Kansas's 3rd district. I can and will continue my work in these areas while upholding my constitutional duties." While those were the only 4 Kansas lawmakers to vote, of course, there were other Kansas leaders who commented on the impeachment. We posted those on our website, and you can read the full versions there on KSNT.com. Live from the newsroom, Hannah Brandt, KSNT News.
Yeah, and while all of this was happening, the president was at a campaign rally in Michigan. Here's what he had to say tonight.
By the way, it doesn't really feel like we're being impeached, do you? The country is doing better than ever before. We did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. And we have tremendous support in the Republican Party like we've never had before. Nobody's ever had this kind of support.
And after hearing about the official impeachment votes, the president told supporters that Democrats are trying to nullify his 2016 election.
So since the House voted to impeach, what happens next? So let's break down how the process moves on from here. Today's vote doesn't mean President Trump is out of the Oval Office. Now the issue goes to the full Senate for a trial that probably won't happen until after the first of the year. Then the senators will vote. They'll need a 2/3 majority in the Senate to convict President Trump and remove him. That means at least 21 Republicans and all Democrats would have to vote to convict the president. And of course, we'll keep you updated on this process. We were first to let you know about today's vote with a push alert. Remember, you can be the first to know about breaking news updates with the KSNT mobile app. If you don't already have our app yet, we've made it very easy for you to download, all for free. Just click on the About Us tab on KSNT.com.